One of the discussions that we've had is just about the Awana ministry. And as we were talking about that, you shared with me just how that you as a church have really intentionally tried to change the focus of the Awana ministry, not only for the discipleship component, but even beyond that, for an outreach side of it. Tell me a little bit about how you look at that differently maybe than other churches.
Yeah, so I was a youth pastor in a church for 7 years, which means I don't like Awana, right? No youth pastor likes Awana. And I was the same way, and we had Awana in the church. I was a youth pastor and everything like that. But at the same time, we saw great results. So you can't fight with those results a lot of times. So when I got here, we were doing Awana. We were running about 25, 35 kids. And they were all kids that were in our church or in other churches. The way that we did it was very insider focused. So when we decided what night we were going to do Awana, we went to the people in our church and said, what night would you like Awana to be on? And they said, well, Sunday night. Sunday night will work good. Because honestly, it wasn't too long ago when we were doing Sunday night service. And so people are used to coming back to church on Sunday night. And they're used to doing this. So let's do it Sunday night. And so when I got here, we were doing it Sunday night. And we sure, it was great discipleship time for those kids. It was good to pour into our kids, but it really wasn't helping us expand the kingdom. So we kind of got together with those people. It was kind of I was the family pastor, so it was under my direct report and everything like that. So we started talking about, well, let's shift it up. You know, let's give it one more year, and if it doesn't work, then we'll let it go. Try something else. And so he said we have a member in our church who was actually the vice president of Awana for many years in an office in Chicago, and now he lives here, he's retired here. And so we would ask him, what is the night where you get most kids to come to Awana nationwide? What night's best in America? He said Wednesday night's the night that you get the most kids. Okay, we're going to switch to the Wednesday night. So we did that, and then we got more kids. And we were noticing we weren't just getting more of our kids, but we were getting more kids from the community, and not just other churches, but in the community. And then with Awana, it's really, really clear. You asked the kid, hey, did you go to church this week? And we realized we were getting more kids that weren't going to church that week. And so we really shifted and said, well, naturally there's a pull towards outreach in Awana. It's fun games, it's with their friends, it's great leaders who care about them. So let's embrace this and let's really shift the way we do Awana. So we decided that we were going to make a bigger deal about reaching out to our community than we would about even growing our kids up in Christ. Because we do that. We do that really well on Sunday morning. We have Sunday school and different things like that. So we started talking about that. What does that look like? How do we do that? And so we said, well, we're going to make a bigger deal about a kid inviting a friend than we are about him saying a verse. We're still glad he said that verse and glad he got that section done, but we're going to celebrate the inviting the friend more than we celebrate saying the verse. And then we have a lot of special nights of bringing friends. We have things that are really attractive. One thing that I do as the pastor is I make sure I'm here at the beginning and end of Awana. So I'm a greeter. I meet parents. I invite them to church and let them know what's going on. And so I'm a big part of that. It's nice for me. That's when I write my sermon notes and small group questions for the sermon and everything like that. And we let our people know in our church that this thing that we're doing is making an impact, and it is reaching out into our community like nothing else that we do. So now we regularly have about 90 to 95 kids who are part of Awana, and that's in a small town. And we celebrate that. We say it all the time. We have the largest children's ministry in Chaffee County, and you should be part of it. And we invite people to be part of it. One of the funny things that kind of happened a couple weeks ago, we had a new members class, and we had a young family in this new members class. And one of the first things we do is, how did you get to Buena Vista, and why do you want to become a member of Valley Fellowship? And so they were sharing their story, and she said, well, we found out about Valley Fellowship, and we're Christians and everything, And, we kind of went to this church for a while, and went to that church for a while. And, kind of Christmas, Easter type Christians. It's about our neighbors who are not Christians. They kind of say, like, the way they act, we know they're not Christians. But our neighbors who are not Christians invited us to come to Awana. So said, it's a lot of fun, and you could go out on a date, drop your kids off, and go on a date. And so we started coming through them, who they're not even a family who is belonging to a church or followers yet. And we just fell in love with Awana, and we fell in love with the church and everything like that. So kind of a cool roundabout way. Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, again, just a lot of exciting things going on in this small community.
Mm-hmm.
And God has richly blessed you and blessed the congregation. And through Joel's ministry to your ministry, it's just been a very impacting ministry within our region. So thanks for giving me a few moments of your time.
No
Sharing
problem.
with me some things that are going on.
No problem. Thanks, Stan, for coming. Appreciate it.
God bless.